Do what you want to get it back for us. You take your time, then let me know if you wanna stay or if you wanna go. I know you have difficulty knowing me, but you don't have difficulty showing me that we just need to get away. I'll take you on a wild adventure if you want to go. We're locked in places, sing together, please just let me know. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything. We haven't got unlimited time. Sun is out and you get to your prime. We're falling for love, we're falling for lust, we're falling through everything. You see the summer's getting closer. We don't feel like we are getting older. So show me what you have to bring. I'll take you on a wild adventure if you want to go. We're locked in places, sing together, please just let me know. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything. Won't you synchronize with me? You can be my everything, my everything. You can be my everything, my everything.
boys. What's going on?
That was the best intro ever.
Yes, so it's EVGA Weekly. I am Peter, joined as always by the effervescent Jacob. How are you doing this week, Jacob?
Spending some time in the dictionary again.
Yes, my void a day dictionary. So, how are we doing
Hello.
today? It's 1 week before Halloween. And let's see what our viewers are doing this year. Seems like some of them are tricking, some of them are treating, some of them are peating, and most of them are leading.
So I saw someone in the comment before said, "Who's Pete?" That's
Who-
a question that we always ask ourselves.
Why are you wearing your mask early? How dare you? Yes, if you'd like to participate in our poll, in our secret word, in our giveaways, all fun things we do here on EVGA Weekly, go to evga.com/EVGA Weekly. Be logged into your free to make EVGA.com account, and there you go. Then all you have to do is vote, enter in secret words, play all our fun games, and that's the way to do it. So evga.com/EVGA Weekly. That's your
Yep.
hub for all things
And you
EVGA.
can even type exclamation. If you're on Twitch, you can even type exclamation point overclock to see what we are at on our overclockometer. But before we get to that, I do want to mention we do have a giveaway today. We actually have another one of these. Z490 FTW motherboard. We're going to give away one of these on this stream today. The way that it works, we'll have a secret word. We'll tell you what that secret word is, and then you can win it.
You
That's how it works.
you're getting some love for your your lockdown beard over there. Isn't that gimmick infringement? You're encroaching on Matt's territory.
I'm trying to, yeah, I'm working my way up. Matt,
There can only be one beard. That is the beard, Matt.
a Z490
Mm,
FTW with Wi-Fi. Yes, it does have
mm.
Wi-Fi on.
If you tell us, it's no longer a secret. That's true. So maybe we won't tell you. Maybe you'll just have to find out. Okay, so it's the week before Halloween, and as per usual, it's probably one of the more fun times of the year. I mean, what you got anything got any fun planned for next week there, Freeman?
I don't know what Halloween is going to be like
Oh yeah,
in
that's right.
2020.
There's kind of
so,
there's kind of a thing going on right now. I didn't even think about
so I
that.
don't, I don't know. I really
Mhm,
don't know. I don't know what's.
mhm,
We'll see, I
mhm.
guess, but.
Just post the code so I can leave. Well, that's just more incentive not to give you the code. So you stay around and hang out with your boys. Overclocking too much fried chicken. You can never have too much fried
Are you
chicken.
trying to outshine Linus with a beard? I can never outshine Linus, but I can only aspire to be Linus.
Hey, hey, what's the saying? Aim for the stars, you might land on the moon, right?
Yep.
And that beard is out of this world. No, more like straight into the track.
So I'm gonna grow the beard out like Linus, and then after that, I'm gonna work on the hair so I can have like a combination of like a Linus and a Gamers Next to Steve thing going on.
Oh, tech question here. Are you currently using a green screen studio equipment with a third party app, or is this all GPU NVIDIA broadcast for your whole stream, including the background? Because we're using multiple camera setups, we can't use NVIDIA broadcast. NVIDIA broadcast for cameras is more meant for one camera going into the system, but we do use NVIDIA RTX voice, which is very
Yep.
handy for our very kind of loud studio setup we
We
got
did play
going on.
around with some of the RTX green screen, and it actually works quite well. But like Peter said, so today it only supports a single camera. But if you don't have a green screen, it actually is a really great solution to get rid of all the junk in your background
Yep.
or blur it out.
Or blur it out or
Yeah.
replace it with another background. So, it is great. We do use NVIDIA encoder for using our GPU to help do the stream processing. So there's a lot of that going on. Can't get the mic.
NVENC is amazing.
Hmm.
So, we've been streaming for a long time. We used to use the CPU encoder, and you seriously need like an 8-core CPU if you're planning on streaming and gaming on the same system. Even if you're just streaming on one system, with all the stuff we got going on with the chat and the different effects, and it can really use up all your CPU resources.
Yep.
So NVENC is pretty amazing.
Peter, move your mic closer to your mouth. I speak naturally louder than Freeman does, so just hope I don't yell your eardrums out. But remember, that guy asked for it, so get him.
All right, so you
So
want to get to some stuff before we.
just get right into it. Sure, let's do this
All right,
thing.
there isn't too many updates this week, but a couple of things. There's a new landing page You guys may have heard of this game before. It's news to me. So
I didn't know Justin Timberlake was in this game.
yeah, Cyberpunk 2077
Mm.
comes out November 19th, I believe. And in case you guys didn't know, it actually has a lot of GeForce RTX features built into it, like DLSS, ray tracing. So we put a little article on our page kind of showing, and there's a video here as well showing some of the ray tracing effects, DLSS as well, which is going to be a big feature for Cyberpunk. And DLSS is like, I mean, everybody loves ray tracing, but I am a huge fan of DLSS, especially DLSS 2.0. It really improved the AI algorithm pretty significantly, so you can get just as good, if not better, image quality than running it at the native resolution. So, and if you're running ray tracing, especially at 4K, you really do need DLSS, as ray tracing is pretty GPU intensive at the higher settings. So, both DLSS and ray tracing and John Wick. So
And John Wick.
the best three things in life all put together.
Hey. Don't forget. Justin Timberlake.
Oh yeah, okay.
And he says that it's on.
So I'm really looking forward to
Mm.
Cyberpunk 2077. So I think it's going to be fantastic, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are as well. All right, so
All right.
that is
That's Cyberpunk.
that Cyberpunk Gamer Ghouls event. We have
Mm.
7 days left.
Oh, hey there.
Yeah.
Yes, Gamer Ghouls. So it's our event that we're running with Intel. It's our social media event. All you gotta do is like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and you could be entered to win some ghoulishly great prizes, like what I did there. That was on the fly, not scripted. You can win a Z490 FTW Wi-Fi, an EVGL CLC240, and a 750 G5 G5 as one of the top prizes. And all you gotta do is enter our Gleam over here.
I'm overclocking my brain with this podcast, Kyle says.
Very good.
So is this a podcast?
What is a podcast anymore? I mean, I've
I
always
don't know.
considered this to be more of a
I mean,
variety.
podcast is just audio, right? Or is it?
Yeah. I've always considered this show to be more of a variety show, really. Like, we do the stupid pet tricks, we do like little segments, we do the interviews and all that. So, I mean, we're more than a podcast at this point.
Yeah. It's an overglorified
So
podcast.
how much is scripted over here? Very, very little. And you may find that hard to believe given how smoothly this operation runs, but no, we script very, very little of it. We have a small format that we like to do on the show just to keep it consistent and keep us on track, but for the most part we don't go into this with a plan.
That's the best way to do it.
Yep. I mean, people want the realness, They could sense when you're not being real.
Any ETA on Kingpin Edition? So Kingpin Edition, we're still working on. Vince, also known as Kingpin, has been posting on his Facebook page a few pictures here and there. Looking to release that in maybe mid to late November is what it looks like right now. What is the Gleam link? So let me see if I can put a link in our. I'm gonna put a link to the. What's it called?
Gamer Ghouls.
The Gamer Ghouls page. Did you come up with that one?
Yes. It's one of the things that it's one
Yeah.
of the perks of being the graphics guy to come up with all these fun little events.
All right. There you go.
Game of Ghouls.
All right, so that is the Gamer Goals event. Basically, like and win, we're giving away various different prizes, and you got 7 days to do that left.
Tonza the One says, shout out to EVGA Jacob. Well, you know what? You didn't shout me out, so I give you this. Take that.
What's up, Tones the One?
Tones the One.
Thanks for the shout out. Oh, we're about to break 600 megahertz on our overclock meter.
Wow.
All right.
It's like rolling over a digit in the odometer. It's
Yeah,
always exciting.
it is. New hotfix driver 456.98.
Shout out to EVGA Peter, still mired in controversy. I'll give you the business for that. I love my buttons. I will never not love my buttons.
Yeah, disable those.
No.
So there's a new hotfix driver 456.98. And fixes for Ampere cards, fixes an issue that I saw a few people mention: multi-monitor configurations. When you have G-Sync enabled, sometimes you see flickering depending on the configuration. and also when launching a game which uses DSC, which is display stream compression. So that's for like really high refresh rate plus resolution,
Hmm,
high like 4K plus 144. You need to use DSC. So it helps with those displays as well. So 456.98, it's a hotfix driver. So if you're not experiencing any of these issues, then usually you don't need to update it. But obviously, if you are experiencing these issues, then make sure to check it out.
very good.
All right, and last but not least, Doom Eternal: The Ancient God. So this game came out this week. There's a 4K HDR gameplay video on our YouTube channel. Check it out. Actually, it's pretty cool. We use it to capture in HDR. Although the latest versions of actually you can capture HDR now with GeForce Experience, which is actually brand new.
That's cool.
You weren't able to before, but for capturing all of our HDR gameplay footage, we use this. And this is a Ninja Inferno. It can capture 4K, 60 frames per second with HDR, essentially lossless quality. So like a 4 minute video captured on here is literally like 60 plus gigs, which is pretty amazing. Unfortunately, once you put it on YouTube, then it, you know, kind of compresses it quite a bit, but still looks
Mm,
pretty good. It captures directly to an SSD, so it's pretty neat device. And that's what we use to capture our HDR gaming footage. So that's pretty much all the
mm.
updates I have. That was fast.
Juke says fingerprints. That's how you know we use it all the time.
Yeah, yeah, right. Actually, we use this quite a
Mm,
all of the gameplay footage that you see on EVJ's channel, we use this to capture, so it's essentially the highest quality. Like I said, it's pretty much lossless quality, and unfortunately, YouTube has a. Did you know YouTube has a limit on how large of a video you can upload?
I
So
hate. You know what? Really? Because people will put up like 16 hours of like a
so
dog backflip. Like
so
that's got to
so
like
the YouTube
add up.
limit for video upload is 125 gigs.
Huh.
So when you take a 10-minute if you take like a 10-minute video and you don't run it through any type of compression just straight off of this, it's pretty close to that 125 gigs. So pretty crazy.
Peter, I missed your cantankerous mug. How dare you? Take that.
125 gig, that's like half a game, yeah.
Half a game. Uh, so did you want to show the video or
Nah,
okay? So what do you want to do now?
I don't know. What should we do now?
Let's take a little, let's take a quick update on our poll here. So what is everyone doing for Halloween?
By the way, you can finally detach. So the latest Call of Duty update, you can finally remove the single player campaign out of Warzone,
Hey,
which is great because that game just kept getting larger and larger in size.
speaking of getting larger and larger in size, I'm somewhat disappointed in the. Oh no, now I'm tied with Trick, so that's okay. Don't want to be last place on that one. So,
Leet's winning.
does that? I guess that brings us to our secret word. Do you want to do that?
Sure. All right. So we are going to give away an EVGA Z490 FTW motherboard. All right. And to enter, you need to put in the secret word. Okay. So I'm going to give you a hint first.
All right. I don't know if this is how this works, but
It's
okay.
not how it works. But you better not put this in the stream because now actually this is going to cause too much controversy. So I'm just going to put it in here.
This is how you know we're live. We planned none of this,
All right.
obviously.
So the secret word
That's terrible.
is
That's awful.
why?
Oh man, here we go. Get ready for this.
So it's a what's the other one? All right. Well,
I'm not totally sure what you're doing here.
you don't recognize that?
I know it's a I know it's a code, but
Mhm.
okay, well,
All right,
yeah,
we'll put it in there.
our audience should know this. I'm just saying, out of all the things that we usually get mired in controversy over, like they'll lose their minds over that's a number, not a word. It's like,
This is definitely not a word,
yeah, so it's like, okay,
but it's a cheat code from a game.
all right. You know, people are already like, look at that guy. That guy knows already.
Bonus points if you can guess the game.
There it is, the bada bing. So go to evga.com/evga weekly. Enter in this secret code. to win
I think
to
that
enter
was.
to win a Z490 FTW.
I think that was like the give all weapons, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then IDKFA was like, was it God mode? I don't
Okay.
remember. I just remember those two codes.
Who remembers the Super Nintendo Street Fighter 2 code to enter in to pick two characters at once? I think it was down R YB up L. Somebody help me out here. I know it's
I don't know that one.
I always remember down R button. This is for the Super Nintendo version. Someone's got to know. Somebody call the Nintendo helpline.
Did you ever call
There
one of
it
those?
Okay, was that no? Oh yeah, that's Dragon Ball Z2. That's to pick Goku and I think Brawly. Oh, that's the Konami code. Come on, you think I'm gonna fall for that?
Oh, IDDQD was. Oh, IDDQD was God mode. Okay, I got it backwards. So the reason that we decided to use that, and by we I meant me, I guess, to to use that as a secret word, as we are going to play some of the new Doom expansion, which is called the Ancient Gods.
I know you
Which
know
just
this.
came out.
I know you know this one, Freeman. ABBACABB.
Yeah, that's Blood Code,
Blood
Mortal
code,
Kombat.
yeah.
Only on Sega.
Only on Sega. Do you remember? Oh, here's a good one. Do you remember the Game Gear code?
No.
Didn't think so.
Do you?
No. I didn't play that garbage on Game Gear. Are you kidding me? On Game Gear? The only one worse was probably the one on Game Boy.
All right, so you can flip it to the game cam, I guess. So we are playing Doom, the new Doom expansion that came out. It came
Get
out
back up on
like
my judge's
2 days
seat
ago.
again.
This is the very beginning of the game, so spoiler alert warning. But
Spoiler alert for the beginning of the game.
yeah,
Are you playing on a 3080? No, we are not actually. We are playing on a 3090.
yeah.
So
A lot of people asking about stock news. So we talked about this a couple of times over the last few weeks. We have a new method of distribution for any EVGA.com orders. So basically, if you use the notify system, we will notify you when it's your turn to make the purchase, so you don't have to break your F5 button and constantly refresh the site. There's no guarantees on when that may be. We're going in order from when you hit the notify button. But in addition to that, we're still shipping out to e-tailers and retailers, so you still may see it from time to time there. Motion blur? I hope not.
Epic Korg said, "Is he talking smack about the Game Boy?" No, I love my Game Boy. I love my Super Game Boy. I love most Game Boy games. But come on, Mortal Kombat on Game Boy. If you played it, you know. That's a bit excessive.
This whole game is. So I am not the greatest Doom player, but I would say I'm not too bad.
All right.
I'm definitely worse at some other games. But I did play a little bit of this already. It's tough.
Well, I mean, this game is not for little sissy wimpies. You gotta have the guts and the glory. Let's see if Freeman has either.
Oh man.
Oh, jeez, look at this. Look, that guy's just kind of casually walking. He's just totally no-selling you. Just doesn't
Oh
even care.
gosh.
Oh man. Hints on what you are for Halloween, Peter. Okay, so last year at our company Halloween costume, I got all the way to the finals, right? And it was down between me and someone else in the company. And I swear I had that wand. It was, I mean, the applausometer was through the roof for me. But because Freeman, he's the real cheater, he could not stand the fact that I was about to win the whole thing, and he pulls me out of the contest and says, Peter is disqualified.
It wasn't the best
No. The crowd spoke volumes. They loved it. I'm not letting that happen this year. This year, he lays a finger on me, I'm decking him in the face. Social distancing, be out the door. I am taking this one home. I am going to win the ever-loving goodness out of that contest.
So are you going to show it on our? So that's Friday, right? Is it?
Yes, it will be on Friday.
So you can show it on our stream, so we can let our chat decide.
I don't think I should show my costume on the show because it will be mired in controversy.
Yeah,
It's a very controversial costume.
So it's not very good then.
Yeah, but it will win. It will still win. How is it almost Halloween? I swear it was just New Year's. Yeah, this year, for some people went by very quickly. For some people, very slowly.
This year wasn't the best year, unfortunately, for a number of reasons. But you know, there's some goodness in it.
What are you talking about? I stomped Big Cheese into the ground, and then we're almost at the end. I think it was great. It was a great year. That was the only real incident this year, I think. But we aren't over with the year yet because we've got a big event coming up in November. Walk. Got a big event coming up in November. We've got the EVGA Intel Overclock Invitational 2.
Sponsored by KFC.
No, it's not.
Not really.
But it's not too late. It's never too late. Stay tuned to EVGA Weekly to find out more details. But we're getting some more guests in here. We're getting some people returning. We got some people who are new to the Overclock Invitational event. And if you remember it last time, we had a lot of fun. And we are absolutely determined to have even more fun this time. Once again, we're doing it for charity. So get ready to be entertained and maybe help contribute to some good causes.
Yeah. And finally see who is the we'll finally settle the score on the RIP series. Maybe.
Maybe.
Whoa, what is that?
That is the Cyber Spider. Come on, you should know this. That was in like
No, not the Cyber Spider, my F key.
No.
I don't even remember what that was. All of the guns have alt fires, and I like rarely ever use them. Uh-oh.
I think I just heard a dolphin sound effect.
I have...
You know
it's Echo the Dolphin.
You know that stock dolphin sound effect? That well, I can't do it, but you know, I love that sound effect. It's great.
Oh gosh.
I just love I love how it's like dark and hellscape and evilish, and then like when you kill stuff, like all these bright fluorescent colors come out of them. It's so fun. So why are you on an oil platform?
I don't know.
Okay, just checking.
All I know is there's lots of demons, and I... Did you ever notice when you pull out the Caco demon, his eye, it makes like a balloon noise?
Sound design is just as important as graphic design in a lot of these cases. You
know, I totally forgot to use my... I forgot, I have like a...
Oh! Just fed him his own eyeball. That's always great.
I forgot I have a flamethrower. I didn't even use it, really.
Does Jacob ever pay attention to the storyline? No, he barely pays attention to what's going on the screen. EVGA.com/EVGA Weekly. Our secret word right now is IDDQD.
Depends on the game. In Doom, not so much a storyline.
Flipper is Peter's spirit animal. This is not true. Whenever I was watching Nickelodeon in the 90s on Saturday afternoon and or during the summertime, when I heard that Flipper theme song, that was my cue to change the channel. I was not a big fan of Flipper.
When all else fails, use the BFG. Or a BFC, like we're using in this system.
Oh man, a big fried chicken. Could you imagine? Delicious.
The Big Furious Card? Is that what it is?
Big Furious Card.
Is that what Jensen called it?
Favorite scary movie of all time? That's a Chuck. Okay, are you saying the scary movie series? Because they're all terrible. And I've only seen like the first 3, but I can't imagine they get any better after that. So I guess the first one was the best, even though it was awful. But if you actually mean like horror movie,
Uh-oh.
I really like The Witch. Really like The Witch or The Vivitch.
I really liked actually the first Saw movie.
The first Saw movie's good too.
I didn't care too much for the sequels, but the first one I thought was pretty clever.
The first one is a legitimately good film, and then the second one it just kind of goes off.
Yeah, it's not as great.
But what do you call it? I am an ironic fan of pretty much every slasher movie except Halloween, and it's not because I don't like Halloween. It's just I haven't seen nearly as many Halloween movies as I have seen. Well, I mean, I've seen every single Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy vs. Jason, so on and so forth. I love those movies. They are what they are, and what they are is enjoyable.
Uh-oh.
What is the giveaway today? We're giving away a
Uh-oh.
Z490 FTW Wi-Fi motherboard.
Oh, that was close.
I think they've got 9 Saw movies now. I would totally believe it if that was
know.
true. What's your thoughts on Jason X, Peter? It's what it is. Again, like, is it a good movie? No. But are the other movies good? No. Friday the 13th, 1 through 3 are very serviceable. And after that, you know what you're getting into when you step into there. So you can't walk into a Friday the 13th movie and complain that it's not Citizen Kane when you knew what it was when you were walking into the theater.
Here comes the Doom Acrobats. You ready?
I'm ready. Nice. I don't even know why that thing's there. Like what oil station worker would be using that trapeze?
To get from one side to the other. You didn't know that?
I mean, it makes as much sense in Resident Evil.
Uh-oh.
Like, if you were a scientist for the Umbrella Factory working in that mansion, in order to get to your office for the day, you gotta, like, solve a sliding block puzzle. The first couple of Hellraisers were nice, yes. Yes, that's true. Hellraiser 1 is definitely very good. And then I remember I got Hellraiser 1 and 2 in a double pack for, I think it was $8, and then Hellraiser like 3 through 6 for $4. And I was like, wow, all these movies for like way cheaper. I wonder what's the deal with that. The movies were terrible. Best scary theme song, Halloween Takes the Pumpkin Cake.
Thriller. Is that a theme song?
Not really. Not really. Halloween is definitely very iconic. But I'm biased because I like the Nightmare on Elm Street series, so I like that one more. But
Nightmare Before Christmas music.
that's I don't know. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie? I really don't think it is. It's barely a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it's kind of neither really.
You're up. I have seen Poltergeist. Yes, that one's good too. And Poltergeist and Amityville Horror. Again, those are movies where the first one is pretty good, and they just kind of go off a cliff at the end of that. The first Silent Hill movie is, for what it is, especially since it's a video game movie, it's actually very good for what it is. The second one is no.
This expansion is a lot more difficult than I remember.
Oh, Child's Play movies. 1 and 2 are pretty good. 3 and then so on. Yeah, 3 is just not a very good movie, and 4 is off the cliff.
Have you seen the new one?
The new Child's Play? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I saw it actually, believe it or not.
How is Thriller not a theme song? Well, a Thriller is not. Well, it does have a movie next to it, attached to it.
Wait, it does?
Well, yeah. There's like, have you never seen the long music video form of it, where it's like the whole theater?
Oh, yeah. I guess so, huh?
I mean, it pretty much was like a short film. I guess it is kind of a Halloween theme song. I'll go with it.
There you go. There's your answer.
I'll go with it. I'll allow it. So you haven't died yet, so that's a good sign.
Yeah. Should give away something extra if I don't die.
Well, I'll think about that. I do love Vincent Price's voice sample in the Thriller song. It's Vincent Price is just so great. He's a national treasure.
The double barrel shotgun is the best weapon in this game.
Does it retain its overpoweredness from Doom 2?
Pretty much.
Very good. There is no way Vincent Price is still alive, is he? Gonna watch the new Halloween coming? Probably. Wow, that is legitimately surprising.
Oh, here we go. Acrobat.
He was like really old back in the day.
Oh, I missed it. Ready for the acrobatics again? Ooh.
I think I've seen one Puppet Master movie, so I don't claim to be an expert in that in puppet mastery. What do we think of the Halloween movie that Rob Zombie made? I've seen a few Rob Zombie movies, and I don't think I've liked any of them. House of a Thousand Corpses and The Hills Have Eyes. Yeah, it wasn't great on either of them.
Did you see the new Doom movie yet?
There's a new Doom movie?
Yeah.
A new one?
Mm-hmm.
I did not see this.
I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I didn't see this.
I've heard not too great. But
Event Horizon is great. I love Event Horizon.
Did anyone see the new Doom movie?
Presumably not with The Rock.
No, it doesn't have a rock.
Event Horizon also influencing one of my favorite horror games before that one jumped off a cliff.
Oh my gosh.
Dead Space. Love Dead Space.
The game?
Yeah, love Dead Space. It's like a actually scary Resident Evil 4.
I think my favorite scary game of all time, if you can call it a scary game, is probably the original Fear.
You know, a lot of people say that. I didn't think Fear was that scary, but it's a great shooter. But I don't know about scary. Fingers crossed for Dead Space 4. Is it happening? Like
really? I didn't know that.
Visceral Games is out of business, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, Dead Space 1 and 2. I've never played 3. I just hear 3. I heard a lot of bad things about 3, and everything I've heard about 3, I'm apparently not missing out.
Uh-oh. Am I done for? Nope. Made an epic comeback.
Yeah.
Seriously, look how many enemies are here.
Use flamethrower.
Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting.
You guys play Phasmophobia. I actually just heard about Phasmophobia. I want to give that a try. I've been playing that game. We had the developers on. What's it? GTFO. That game is hard.
Oh yeah.
That game is real hard.
It's pretty unique though.
Resident Evil movies and games. I'm actually not too negative on the Resident Evil movies as far as comparing them to other zombie movies. They're fine because, you know, the bar for zombie movies is really low, but I feel that their biggest failing is calling them Resident Evil movies. If they were called Alice and the Magical Zombie Adventure, I think they'd be fine.
Is Beetlejuice a horror movie?
No. But Beetlejuice is great. Recommend everyone watch it anyway. Nice model!
Did you ever watch the Beetlejuice cartoon?
Oh, heck yeah. Love that. You know what? The Beetlejuice cartoon has one of my favorite cartoon intro animated sequences out of all 80s cartoons. I mean, you know, there's better theme songs like the Ninja Turtles and all that, but as far as like the animation of that sequence, it's just so high energy and so fun. I love the Beetlejuice theme song. The cartoon is okay. Although I do remember when Beetlejuice had to go back to school, and I remember that his grades were really bad, and what do you call it? For one of his, I think for math, he got a Z minus, and for some reason that has always stuck with me. 28 Days Later, that's a great horror movie. Capcom and their movies. We can only hope Monster Hunter won't be a major fail. I will not take you up on that bet.
Dude, do they ever stop coming?
Heyo.
How have I not died yet? Pretty amazing, actually.
He said it, not me. The Monster Hunter trailer did not look terribly great, so again, I'm not gonna take you up on that bet. 28 Days Later is a zombie movie without zombies. 28 Days Later is a zombie movie, but with science zombies as opposed to magic zombies. And I've always been I always enjoyed science zombies more than magic zombies. I think, you know what? I think we've had this conversation before, but is Frankenstein, Frankenstein's creature, I want to be clear on that, is Frankenstein's creature a zombie? I say yes. He is and Jason Voorhees is also a zombie. He's a magic zombie though, because you know, unless you want to hold Jason X as canon, which I personally don't.
They're still not all dead.
Frankenstein is a construct created from parts of others, so I guess if you're gonna look at it that way, he's more of a cyborg then, isn't he? Because he is put together with machines, right?
Sure.
He also doesn't eat human flesh and brains. Is that a requirement for a zombie that they have to eat human flesh?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I always thought it was just that they were the living dead that caused the problems.
Oh my gosh, still more here.
Zombies don't have to feed, do they? That depends on if they're a magic zombie or a science zombie. Frankenstein's creature, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh no.
I like that one. He has a name. There goes the empowered demon. Living tissue over metal endoskeleton. Have you ever seen any of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies?
Yes.
Any of them.
Some of the older ones, long time ago.
Okay, let's try this.
I barely remember it.
Describe what happens in it, and I will try to figure out which one you saw.
I don't even remember, honestly.
Oh, just give it a shot.
I just remember the character.
Okay, so what did the character look like?
Like a monster guy.
I'm gonna guess he saw 4.
I don't know. I think it was one of the earlier ones.
I'm gonna put up 4 as
it,
my number here.
I want to say it was maybe the first one.
Okay, if it was the first one, if it was a scary looking monster guy, it was not the first one.
What was the first one then?
Well, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but Jason Voorhees is not in the first one. If it was another one where it wasn't a scary looking guy, then it wasn't the 5th one either. Okay, fine. He kind of is, but he's not like relevant. Not to the actions of the teenagers and their doings. That movie's 60 years old. It's not a spoiler at this point. I don't know. Some people still get mad when you like spoil you know, the ending of Metropolis.
Oh no. So what's the reason when you kill zombies, they have, or demons, not zombies. What's the reason they have ammo and stuff on them? Are they just carrying it around?
Okay. In Doom, a lot of what you kill are other Marines that were possessed, right?
Some of them.
Yeah, so then, you know, that's how they have ammo. Now,
what about this guy? That was a Marine?
Okay. So some of these weapons, right, are energy based. So presumably when you kill these monsters, you're removing their energy and using that as ammo. That's what I'm going with. That's my kayfabe for this. That's like ruining the end of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer for a 6-year-old. Well, I mean, you know, sometimes you might be surprised. Maybe Rudolph's nose doesn't shine so bright. Maybe that's subverting expectations.
I still haven't died yet.
Do you consider Senko from Darkstalkers a zombie? She is technically in the strictest sense of the term, a vampire. She is a Chinese hopping vampire. So, are vampires zombies? I believe vampires.
Oh,
Oh, well, there you go. Finally, you know what? You actually lasted quite a while there.
I
Uh,
blew up.
uh, Vampires fall under the umbrella of undead creatures. So, she is not a zombie, but she is undead and she is technically a vampire.
Yes.
Yes. You don't even know what we're talking about, do you?
No.
No.
No idea. It's pretty amazing that we're playing this at 4K max settings, and it's like almost 200 frames per second.
That's pretty nuts. Lord Raptor is definitely a zombie, yes.
Oh gosh, not this guy.
Now that I think about it, homunculi are not really monsters used that much in movies. And
This is
such.
the worst enemy in this whole game.
Gotta flank him, dude.
No, you only have a short window when you can hit him. Ugh. I'm not gonna. Yeah, this ain't. Whoa. Got him.
I don't know. Looks like he's still in it. Oh, but you got rid of his shield, though, which I think is your big problem.
Ah. Oh, come on.
Hit the monster when he flashes for massive damage.
Hit his weak point. How is he not dead?
Jeez. Well then.
Yes!
There you go. You
God,
did it!
the worst
Yay! You know, it's a really fun, modern-ish horror movie. It's modern-ish. I think it's like maybe 5 to 7 years old now. A movie called Dead Silence. I highly recommend you watch that out there in our viewership. If you've not seen it before, it features one Donnie Wahlberg as the cop. It's a movie about a horror granny and her ventriloquist habits. It's a very entertaining. Oh, there you go. It's a very entertaining horror movie. Have you seen the movie Don't Breathe? Yes, I have. It is okay.
Do I have ammo for that? Nope.
30 Days of Night is pretty good. I can't. Oh wow. Can't remember if the sequel is worth anyone's time. How do you feel about Cloverfield? Some good ideas, but bad execution. Just like that.
Oh.
That Lights Out movie, I think James Wan also did Lights Out, and the main problem with that movie, the main problem with a lot of horror movies is that they last too long. Like, these movies need to be shorter than 90 minutes because, quite frankly, by the time you hit the 40-minute mark, you kind of like, you get it. Like, okay, here's the scary monster. You know, you get it. You understand why it's scary. But then, like, you need to fill in, like, 50% more of the movie with story and stuff. So then you just, like, get too familiar with the monster and then it just stops being scary. I think horror movies need to go back to the anthology format, like Tales from the Crypt, where you just, you know, you either tell horror movies in 20-minute...
Wait, wasn't there a new one of those?
Tales from the Crypt? I think so. But yeah, you do it in 20-minute splits or yeah, 22-minute episodes, or you do, like, 3 stories in one movie. Because the longer the story goes, the less scary the monster is. That's just true.
You should be a horror director.
I should. And part of your gameplay will terrify everyone. Well, more frustrating than terrifying, I'd say. The new Creep Show is what I think Jacob is thinking of.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. If you want to lose sleep, watch any Korean or Japanese horror movie. Aliens is scary throughout. Yes, Alien is the exception to the rule. I mean, one of the main problems with horror movies is that because there's just, I mean, number one, a good horror movie tends to be R-rated, and you know, they don't make that much money, so you're not going to get the best directors on them.
Wow, we have a PC cam this week.
Yes, we do. That's the. No more.
Oh my god. This game's like Mario / Doom.
Original Tales from the Crypt, yes. And the Crypt Keeper was, I can't remember the guy's name, but he also voiced Buster Bunny from Tiny Toon Adventures, as well as Ed Bighead. No, not Ed. The wife. Can't remember the wife's name from Rock
What?
Modern Life.
Come on.
Yes, I saw that. You got totally rejected. But yes, boys and ghouls, it's time for some quality of life improvements, or should I say quality of depth improvements. I can't do the high pitched laugh. Now I'm feeling nostalgic for the Crypt Keeper. Oh man, another great sequence is the Tales from the Crypt intro. Did you ever get one of those free weekends of HBO and then like just watch Tales from the Crypt all night long?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Oh man, well like, whenever like remember back in the day with analog cable, and the channels you didn't have were just like scrambled, and every now and then you get like free preview weekends.
Oh jeez. Yeah, I used to have a TV that was like a clicker, no, or not a clicker, but it.
Well, I mean, the
had a knob on it.
Well, I mean, after that, I'm talking about like cable, like, you know, not digital cable where you have like 7 million channels now. I'm talking like, you know, you had like you started off with 13 channels, right? Or like, you know, up to channel 18, and then you got cable, and then that number went to like 99 channels, but like half of them were like behind scrambled channels. Yeah, I was so glad when I got HBO weekends and Cinemax weekends. Yeah, my boomers out there, they know what I'm talking about. Cinemax weekend.
My gosh. Dude, this game. How do you play this on a harder difficulty?
Oh, you gotta get good, son. You gotta get good. There was a box with a switch. Ah, yeah, we don't talk about that. Swap the weapons more. But you know what the lamest part about like HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, and all that? You still could only watch the movies when they decided to show the movies. Like even pay-per-view, like you had to just kind of lock in at the time they decided to show it. Like on demand is such a game changer. It's like one of those things.
Yeah, it's like you mean I had to wait for this to come, and then like if there was a show you wanted to watch and you didn't watch it on time, then you got to go like halfway in between of it.
Oh yeah, it's so lame, dude. And like MTV, like I do not know how MTV lasted as long as it did, where it's like, oh man, you just gotta hope that your favorite music video comes on. Now you just get onto YouTube, you just watch it whenever you want.
Yeah. Spoiled nowadays.
We are spoiled. I mean, the idea that the whole sum of human knowledge can fit in like your phone is just absolutely insane. Back in the day, I just had a Walkman.
I had those. Did I had a Walkman.
MTV did play music, yes, before they just became prolonged cell phone commercials.
What is it now?
I have no idea. Like, I have not seen MTV in forever.
Does anyone know? What is it? I don't even watch cable TV, pretty much.
And most of us have cut the cord. I mean, that's kind of a big issue in the TV industry.
Oh, gosh.
Cord cutting. They just show ridiculousness all day now. I'll believe it.
What?
He's playing Smash Brothers with you, dude. He's ledge guarding you. Come on, get back in there.
No.
No. You got smashed, bro.
How much time we got? 10 more minutes?
Got 10 more minutes. Go to evga.com/EVGA Weekly. Be logged into your evga.com account. It's free to make. And enter in secret word IDDQD. And be entered to enter to win
Am I gonna do this again?
90 FTW. Don't get knocked off again, bro.
I have to say that Doom is probably one of the better remakes.
Is this a remake or a sequel?
Well, I mean, oh, Doom Eternal is a sequel, but I'm talking about Doom 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. No.
Do you watch Star Trek Discovery? No. I run in some hardcore Trekkie
Wow.
circles, but so I am aware of all Trek things Trek, but I am not a Trekkie.
Doom 2016 is a sequel to the original Doom.
So it pretty much overwrites Doom 3 in the canon. There was an art to making a mixtape. Yes, this is all completely true. Only people who like knew the horrors of listening to the radio, waiting for the DJ to play your
Oh
favorite
my
song,
God.
and then queuing it up, waiting for the DJ to stop talking, right? And then like recording the song off the radio and hoping that you can hit stop
Gosh.
before the DJ starts talking again to get the cleanest mix you could get.
Yeah. You have to remember on the cassette tapes you had to like cover with a piece of tape or something?
Oh, that's a VHS tape. Yeah, that's to
Oh,
get
you had to
around
do that on cassette tapes too,
Did
didn't
you?
you?
Yes, I know you had to do it on
I think
VHS
so.
when they broke off the little plastic tab to keep you from recording.
No, on cassette tapes I think you had to put a piece of tape over it or something.
I didn't know you had to do that for cassette tape. Can
At
anyone
least I think so.
can anyone confirm that? I know you had to do that on VHS tapes. Can anyone confirm cassette tapes? Cassette tapes too. Okay, well there you go. I didn't know you had to do that. Remember when your cassette tape would get like all messed up from like just use, and you had to like stick a pencil inside of it and twirl it
Yeah,
in
and spin it to reel it back in.
Reel it back in.
Man, tech in the 80s.
Tech was terrible.
kind of
Tech
90s
was
kind of
just
sucked.
absolutely awful.
You know, it's kind of funny because like motor, like there's kind of a fondness for like when it comes to like like classic cars and stuff, but when it comes to classic tech, there is less of a fondness for it.
Oh yeah, classic tech. Like I don't know. There's something about even old cars. You have to like update the parts inside, except for some parts of the engine, by and large. But with old tech, the thing is, there's no fondness for it because it was so big, funky, janky, and it couldn't
Yeah.
do like a fraction of the stuff that we could do now.
Boom.
Audio sound on cassette versus CD. Yep. Yeah. And especially if you were recording it off the radio, you had that hiss, that like low, like minus 32 decibel constant white noise of the hiss going on.
Ah.
I do not miss those days. Peter, when can we hear your mixes? Soon.
And then you actually had to rewind it to go listen to it again?
Oh,
Like,
jeez,
what
yeah.
the
You
heck?
know one thing I did? one thing I did, like when I was recording off.
Oh, come on.
When I was recording off borrowed CDs, because CD burners weren't like a thing that were commercially available yet. I would record the same song a bunch of times in a row to avoid having to rewind it.
Be kind, rewind.
Yeah.
So we got about 5 minutes left. So go to evj.com/EVJ Weekly, put in the secret code IDDQD. It's a secret code, not a secret word.
I am collecting Kingpin cards, but that is really that's a big hobby. My first computer was an Atari 400.
I have some classic graphics cards. Like I have a 5800 Ultra, which I kind of like keep it around, and I have a box for a Voodoo 2. But like I would never use it, It's like a classic car, or like you can still kind of use it, And it's
Peter
still-
had a full cassette of Ace of Base assigned repeated 10 times. This guy knows. This guy knows. Give this. Can we send that guy out something? This guy knows, man. Um, I totally lost my train of thought after that. I'm totally out of loop now. Out of a loop now. But no, evga.com/evga weekly. We're wrapping down here, so enter in secret word.
Wrapping down or
Wrapping
wrapping
down.
up?
We're winding down, wrapping up. There you go. IDDQD. Be logged into your evga.com account, and we're gonna be giving this away very soon.
Is there any health around here? Gas can? Why is there just gas cans laying around? Can anyone explain that in the context of a game?
Well, you're in an oil rig. Where you gotta put get the gas you mine out. You gotta put it somewhere.
Wait, I found a secret over there? Oh, snaps.
So good at video games. Oh man, remember AOL CDs that they just
Yeah, I
send you
had like
nonstop?
100,000 of them.
Make
man.
chainmail out of them.
In the old days, you could get like CDs in cereal boxes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Get Chex Quest in there.
Remember video game demos?
Yeah, used to get those in your PC Gamer magazine.
Yep, in the magazine.
Game demos are less of a thing nowadays.
Yeah, they're called betas now.
yeah, I guess
Something
so.
there's just something not fun about that. But no, don't want to go too much into boomer talk. I mean, we spent most of the show talking about that, but you know what? Everyone out there, appreciate what we have now, because we look back on these days with a nostalgic fondness, but quite frankly, there's a lot of things about the 90s that were great. The technology was not one of. Oh, you know what I want to bring up? One of the hardest things for me I had to do was when I was doing some spring cleaning. It was like, I haven't had a VCR in my house for like maybe
I don't think
10
I have
years.
one.
Yeah, I haven't had one for like maybe 10 years. But I still didn't know whether or not I should get rid of all my VHS tapes. I didn't have a VCR in my house for 10 years. I obviously have not watched any of those VHS tapes, but it was still an agonizing decision to get rid of them.
Everyone's saying jump. All right.
Do it, man. Did I have a Sony Walkman?
Go swimming.
I certainly did.
All right.
All right, so
You ready?
I am ready. So let us pick ourselves a wiener.
All right. So this is for the Z490 FTW motherboard. You guys ready?
All right.
The secret word was. Oops.
That's not boomer talk. That's Gen X talk. Come on, everyone over the age of 12 is a boomer.
Really?
I mean, if you were to believe the internet.
All right. You ready?
I'm ready. Let us pick ourselves a wiener. So this is for the Z490 FTW Wi-Fi. Who do we have?
Huh. That's weird.
Are we going to be mired in
I
controversy?
think I clicked it twice on accident. Why does it have two winners? Well, what does the chat think?
what is? You know what the chat's going to say? They're going to say, "Give it to the one person who deserved it."
All right. So we'll do. This is to be not mired in controversy.
As we tend to be.
We'll do two winners. So two Z490 FTW motherboards.
Now
Okay, you
that's
ready?
very generous of you, Jacob. I am sure the chat is absolutely outraged. They are incensed. Look at the chat fly up with just calls
I
just angry calls of
I
unfairness.
honestly have no idea why I picked two. I only clicked it once.
All
Oh
right.
well, we got two winners.
All right,
So
so
two Z490 FTW motherboards. You ready?
so let's see who our wieners are.
This is outrageous.
This is Lex and EG 1122. Congratulations, you are the winners of Z490 FTW motherboards. So congratulations, and that brings us to the end of our show. So we had fun. Hope you guys enjoyed all that.
You sure love those bouncing icons, huh?
I absolutely do not. They
Yeah.
infuriate me to no end. But it is what management has decided was in the best interest of the show, and I had no choice but to concede.
Is that how it works?
Pretty much, yes. So, are you ready on your side, Mr. Freeman?
I think so,
All right.
but not yet.
Okay. So that means no.
No.
Okay. So, as a friendly reminder, we have another show next week. It will be the special Halloween episode. What makes it special? Nothing in particular. But next month, coming up, we've got the Intel EVGA Overclock Invitational 2. So, we are
Mhm.
going to be streaming again for charity and all that good stuff. Actually, do we have another stream earlier next week? We're going to talk about
We
that?
do?
Do we?
Oh, I don't know, actually.
Maybe not.
Should
Uh,
we?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if we have
So the
any.
the 3070 is gonna, be available starting next week, the 29th. So, I
Should
don't
we
know.
should we do a stream, guys? What do you guys think?
That's Thursday, right?
That is in fact Thursday. Yes, of course you eat. Love you. Oh well, thank you. Love you too. Like that. So yeah, we've got the Overclock Invitational. We might do a stream on Thursday. Just be aware of that. We don't really know yet. Uh, and yeah, we got. We might have to do something. I just said the whole costume bus down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably do some costume stuff for next week.
Yep. Cool. All right,
Mm.
guys. Well, thanks again for tuning in. We'll be back again next week, probably Thursday, and then we'll have a special Halloween Friday stream. I don't know. Maybe.
Probably. I don't see why we wouldn't.
Cool. All right. Well, we're gonna send another raid over to one of our good friends, Peter's best friend, by the way. And so yeah, thanks again, guys, for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.